Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel, I hope. Everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Curse of Oak Island discovery could be biggest ever in treasure hunt's history. A discovery made on the next episode of The Curse of Oak Island could be the biggest ever find in the history of the legendary treasure hunt. It has been revealed. According to history, the potentially game-changing discovery is made by Rick Lagina and metal detecting expert Gary Drayton, and is thought to be an item in the shape of a cross, which the pair were shown finding among rocks on the shore of Oak Island at the end of the latest episode. When it was handed to Rick by Gary, he said, "I've seen that shape before, in the Templar prison in France." A close-up was then shown of one of the engravings made by imprisoned Templar knights at the guardhouse in Dawn, France, which was visited by Rick last episode. It featured a figure in the shape of a cross. The scene where the item is found also features in a new sneak peek for next week's episode, which is titled The Signs of a Cross, where Gary hands Rick the object saying, "What the heck is this? Holy schmoly, all right." The pair are then seen high-fiving by the water's edge, before Gary tells Rick, "We might have just made history." In a separate scene, Marty Lagina is seen saying, "This is incredible." He adds, "It fits in every aspect." It's thought the item is the same mysterious medieval cross referenced in the description for the episode that airs in 2 weeks' time, titled Moving Targets. Here are the descriptions for the next 2 episodes from history. The team unearths a ship's log detailing the burial of treasure on an island eerily similar to Oak Island, and Rick and Gary make what may prove to be the biggest find on Oak Island ever. Moving Targets, air date January 23, 2018. Further investigation suggests a link between the mysterious medieval cross and the Knights Templar. The sneak peek at the end of the latest episode showed local area historian Doug Crowell talking about the ship's log mentioned above, which read, "It has been agreed that a deep pit be dug and treasures securely buried, the pit to have a secret entrance by tunnel from the shore." We also saw footage of a conversation which revealed that the huge 50 caisson the team are drilling down into what they believe is the original money pit hits something at 170 feet underground. That is just below the level of where they believe the so-called chapel vault, a supposed vault uncovered by previous treasure hunters William Chappell and Frederick Blair in 1897, could lie. The new trailer for the next episode also includes footage of the same scene, where the caisson is said to be sitting on a flat, hard surface. Marty Lagina is heard saying, "This could be the vault." At the site, Marty Lagina is also seen asking Brother Rick, "How are you feeling?" Rick says, "Nervous." He adds in an interview with producers, "After all of the work that we've done, this is the culmination." The relentless pursuit of the elusive treasure buried deep within the mysterious folds of Oak Island has often felt like a tantalizing dream, always within reach yet never fully grasped. But now, after years of tireless digging, research, and anticipation, whispers echo across the island. The discovery that could change the game, one that might be the biggest ever in the long and storied history of Oak Island's treasure hunt. The season began with a familiar hum of machinery, the clanking of tools, and the gritty determination etched across the faces of Rick and Marty Lagina. The two brothers, now synonymous with Oak Island, had spent years untangling its riddles, navigating countless obstacles, from deceptive shafts and waterlogged tunnels to cryptic artifacts hinting at something far greater than simple pirate booty. Yet, no matter how close they seemed, the treasure remained just beyond their grasp. But not this time. As the camera panned over the fog-blanketed landscape, the island seemed to hold its breath. There had been many significant finds, coins, relics, even possible ties to the Knights Templar. But this discovery, buried in the deep recesses of what was once believed to be an uncharted tunnel, could be the breakthrough Rick and Marty had been waiting for. The team had expanded their operations, delving into previously untouched areas with a renewed vigor. It wasn't just the Laginas anymore. Oak Island had become a symbol of something bigger, a shared obsession for anyone daring enough to believe in its promise. It started with a sound, a low, metallic thud that reverberated through the air one evening as the drilling team dug deeper into an obscure part of the island. The drill bit hit something solid, something that couldn't be explained by the rocky underground or the labyrinth of man-made shafts they had already uncovered. Rick's heart skipped a beat, his eyes meeting Marty's in a silent exchange of hope. Could this be it? The team quickly mobilized, bringing in additional equipment to excavate the site. Every inch of soil, every rock removed felt like peeling back the layers of an ancient secret. As the hours passed, the hole widened, revealing something gleaming beneath the dirt, a chest, ornately designed, unlike anything they'd seen before. This was not the crude box of a pirate hastily buried after a raid. No, this chest was carefully crafted, bound in iron, with strange symbols etched along its surface. The chest was far too heavy to lift by hand, so they hoisted it out with machinery, carefully lowering it onto the ground, the tension in the air thick with anticipation. Craig Tester, always the scientific mind, immediately began assessing the markings, recognizing the symbols as an ancient script, perhaps Middle Eastern or early European, long predating the infamous pirates said to have once used Oak Island as a hideaway. "We've never seen anything like this," Marty muttered, wiping the dirt from his hands. Rick stood nearby, hands on his hips, his brow furrowed in concentration. The moment of truth had arrived. With bated breath, they pried the chest open. Inside, the first thing to catch the light was gold, gleaming, unmistakable gold. Coins, necklaces, crowns, and jewels, each more opulent than the last, sparkled as they were revealed, centuries-old dust clinging to their surfaces. But there was something more. Documents, carefully rolled and preserved in cases, seals still intact. The scrolls appeared to be maps, documents that could offer insight into the location of even greater riches, potentially scattered across the globe. The discovery was overwhelming, both in its size and in its implications. Gary Drayton, the metal detection expert who had always spoken in whispers of grand treasure, stood with wide eyes, his usual enthusiasm momentarily replaced by awe. This could change everything. As the team examined the artifacts, the magnitude of the find began to sink in. This was no ordinary treasure. It appeared to belong to royalty, perhaps linked to the centuries-old rumors of the French or Spanish crown hiding riches on the island. But there were also cryptic religious symbols, leading some to believe the treasure could be part of a larger, more profound mystery. Could this be connected to the Knights Templar, as many have speculated for years? Or could it go even further back to an ancient civilization that left its mark on Oak Island long before modern history? The team's discovery sparked a frenzy of activity. Experts in ancient languages were called in to decipher the texts, while archaeologists examined the artifacts. Theories flew fast and furious. Some believed they had uncovered the long-lost treasures of Solomon's Temple, wrought to the New World by secretive orders. Others speculated that the island held even more hidden secrets, clues that could finally answer the question of why Oak Island had been the site of so much intrigue for so long.